Same thing, let us understand in an analytical way. The path difference determine whether the pattern will be dark or bright. So these are the two slits and we have taken a path or ray path. So there is a distance between these two. That is, there is some distance which is more than the other. One ray is traveling a larger distance than the other. So what is this distance? Now let me make this triangle. So this is one. So there are certain assumptions also we are going to take. But please remember, this triangle is only the extra triangle which is adding up to the actual triangle. Basically P1, P2 has to be isosceles in ideal condition. But because of the distance P1 has traveled higher, P2 is less. So this is the actual distance which is P2 minus P1. This point, okay, we assume it to be 90 degree, this one. This is theta, D is the S1, S2 distance, D is the distance between slit. So sine theta, delta P is what? P2 minus P1, that is the actual path difference. So delta P, sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is delta P by D. So sine theta is what? See, delta P is D sine theta. So this is our relation. We'll use it. This D is the distance between two slits, two gaps. S1, S2 is D. S1, S2. And the extra path, which is D sine theta. P2 minus P1, delta P, which is D sine theta. Okay. D sine theta is delta P is nothing but P2 minus P1, which is the path difference. D is what? S1, S2 difference. So if delta P is L lambda, then you will have bright fringes. Let us use it here. Delta P is L lambda. So this L lambda equal D sine theta. This is our relation. Now this is for bright fringes. Let us come to the dark fringes. For bright fringes, L lambda D sine theta. For dark fringes, this D sine theta will be equal to what? Delta P will be what? L lambda by 2. N1, N2, why? Because N1 is 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, like this. And here, N2 will be what? 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. These are odd numbers. So let us take it as D sine theta. It will be N lambda by 2. Now I'll just change one more thing. You know that this tan theta is sine theta by cos theta. Tan theta is sine theta by cos theta. But tan theta, if it is sine theta by cos theta, and if this P and P1 and P2 are very near, that is P1 is almost equal to P2, then this theta will be very small. We know that the wavelengths are very small. So this theta cannot be very large. Theta has to be very small. The power difference has to be very small. So in terms cos theta, cos 0 will be equal. Cos 0 will be equal to 1. So tan theta equals sine theta. Because cos theta becomes cos 0 is 1. Because theta tends to 0. Tan theta and sine theta can be taken equal. So now take one more triangle. See, the distance of the slits from the fringe pattern where it is formed, the distance is x, and where the actual pattern is formed, it is y. So if this construction you see by geometry, this is the angle theta. So x and y. Now this triangle, take this triangle. I am taking this triangle. Okay. Theta is this angle. X is the base. Y is here. Y is the perpendicular. So tan theta will be perpendicular by base, which is equal to y by x. There can be different symbols in different book. Okay. Don't worry about that. Just the concept is tan theta is y by x. But as I just said, tan theta and sine theta can be taken equal because theta is negligible. It's very small. Very small. Theta is not very large. It is always small. So sine theta is what? N lambda by d. Sine theta is n lambda by d. And what is tan theta? It's equal to y by x. Because tan theta and sine theta we are taking equal because of cos 0 is 1 almost. So n lambda by d is equals y by x. So y by x, now we get a relationship. N lambda by d is y by x. Now with this relationship, you can find any of these values if other values are given. This is the relationship of slit distance, slit gap distance, the pattern form distance. So dy by x equals N lambda is for bright fringes. Same thing we are going to do for the dark fringes. Now d sine theta you are going to use, tan theta you are going to use, same thing we are going to do. Okay. Just remember it is N lambda by 2. So take an example. So the example here is same diagram you have to keep in your mind. Two slits are 0.08 millimeter apart. So this is our D, S1, S2, which is D. The distance between the two slits is 0.08 millimeter. We always take the values in meter because this is comparable to the wavelength. That is why it is 0.08 millimeter. Only the small slit will give you fringes. Otherwise not. So now the distance between these two frames is x. That is distance from the slit, and where the fringes are formed is x. So that is 2 meter. X is 2. The distance d is 0.08 millimeter. We'll convert it into meter by multiplying with it 10 to the power minus 3. Now, how far is the third dark fringe located from the central maximum if light of wavelength 600 nanometer is used? So, how far is the third dark fringe? You know dark fringe, n is equal to what? 135. N is 135. So, L lambda by 2. See here. Dark fringes dy by dx is equal to L lambda by 2. N is what? 135. So, this is the first fringe, second fringe, third fringe. So the question is asking about third fringe. So dy by x will be equal to 5 lambda by 2. N will be equal to 5. It will be 5 lambda by 2. Right? Same thing we are going to use here. D sine theta is equal to 5 lambda by 2. But we know how to convert this sine theta. Also, what is the value of sine theta? We have taken sine theta equal to tan theta. Tan theta is simply y by x. But you have to remember dy by dx equal, this is not differential, okay? This is proper d into y by x equals L lambda by 2. So d into y divided by x equals 5 lambda by 2. Now we have x 2 meter, we have d as 0.08 millimeter, lambda as 600 nanometer. We will find out the value of y. So put all the values. You have to convert everything into meter. Please remember, 2 meter is already 2 meter. Lambda is 600 nanometer. 1 nanometer is 10 to the power minus 9 meter. 1 millimeter is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 meter. So just multiply the required conversion and you will get y equals 3.75 centimeter.